Hey Fabulous Tribe. Today I'm making a really cheesy vegan cauliflower bake. To start off with, I had a head of cauliflower, which I just chopped up into small florets, washed, steamed for about 10 minutes until it was nice and soft. And I've just popped that into a nice baking dish, which I pre-greased with coconut oil. From there, we're gonna get cheesy, vegan cheesy that is. So I have got a food processor here. If you don't have one, you can use a stick blender, that's gonna be fine. And inside, I have just got 1 onion cut into 4 and 3 cloves of garlic, deshelled of course. From here, let's add in our activated cashews. So 1 cup of cashews. I've had these soaking for about 20 minutes in boiling water. Preferably, you could soak them for 4 to 8 hours in room temperature water just to activate them and make their nutrients a little more bioavailable. Or if you're in a rush and you forget like me, you can add boiling water, 15 to 20 minutes, that'll be fine. I'm gonna strain the water. You don't need it, you just need the cashews, and we'll add it in here. Next up, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Secret ingredient that I love to add is turmeric, just because it gives it such a beautiful color. So I'm just gonna add a good little sprinkle of turmeric in there. The secret to turmeric's anti-inflammatory properties is cracked pepper, so don't forget to put that in too. As much as you like. Yeah, nice little sprinkle there. We'll add in our salt a little bit later. Let's pop in 2 cups of any kind of milk that you like. I've got rice milk here. You could use soy milk, regular milk if you're not actually vegan. Straight into our mixture. Also gonna add in 1 cup of vegetable broth. Because we're blending this all up, I wouldn't worry too much about mixing it through to begin with. Just pop her on in. Don't forget that there's a cup of water that goes with that. Our next 2 ingredients are where our real cheesy flavors come from. Our nutritional yeast and our tapioca flour. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of each of those. Next up, we have 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. Juicy lemons. All right, last but not least is our salt. Add it to your liking. I would say to begin with, at least a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half. As you can tell, I'm very rough on the measurements, but you know what? It always tastes good. Let's zhuzh that all together, probably for about 2 to 3 minutes. You want to make sure that it's really nice and smooth and creamy. No, cheesy. Moment of truth. Taste it before you cook it. Make sure that you love the flavor first. Alrighty, I've just popped about a tablespoon more of lemon juice in there, and my golly gosh, that tastes amazing already. Next step, we're gonna cook this just a little bit, just to get it from this watery substance to a little more creaminess before we pop it on our cauli and bake it. Make sure you continue to stir your cheesy sauce. You don't want to boil it, you just want to heat it. The tapioca flour will start to thicken as it heats. All right, that has just gone from a really watery substance to quite a thick, creamy, sticky, stretchy liquid. That's exactly what we want. We are now going to smother our cauliflower in our cheese. Oh, look at that. Cause it looks so good. And I know you're baking with me. So good. Oh, so good. Totally optional to add on top is your breadcrumbs. You can have panko breadcrumbs, gluten-free breadcrumbs, no breadcrumbs. I've got cornflake breadcrumbs with me today. I'm gonna use them. Look at that. Smooth it over. You wanna make sure that every bite has got a bit of cheese. Vegan cheese, yes please. 1 cup of breadcrumbs, sprinkle it evenly across the top. So I'm going to cover this in foil, pop it in my preheated oven, 15 to 20 minutes. Wait till you see that cheese is bubbling through, then you can take your foil off, pop it in for another 10 minutes until your breadcrumbs are nice and golden brown and this is gonna be so delicious. That's 1 pot you want to lick clean. All right, I have just got that out of the oven and you will see that it is just a golden, delicious brown there. That cheese has been bubbling up for quite some time. It's time to enjoy it. Nailed it! That extra little bit of lemon is exactly what I needed. Bon appetit! Enjoy.